Graph is called connected if every pair of vertices are connected. A graph which is not connected means some of the pairs are there for which no path exists is called a disconnected graph. In a simple way, we can say that a graph which is not connected is called a disconnected graph. Before we proceed further, I will give you a notation. Given any vertex u of any graph G, C of u denotes the set of all vertices which are connected to u. The subgraph induced by C of u is called connected component of a given graph, and number of connected components of a graph G is denoted by omega of G. I will like to add two remarks. Any disconnected graph has at least two connected components. Immediately, you can predict which will be the next remark. It is like this. Any connected graph has only one component. Now, we will learn a characterization of a connected graph. The result is like this. A graph G is disconnected if and only if its vertex set V can be partitioned into two non-empty disjoint subsets V1 and V2 such that there does not exist any edge in G whose one end vertex is in subset V1 and the other in subset V2. Proof for the necessary part we will give. Suppose that such partition exists. Consider two vertices u and v such that u belongs to v1 and v belongs to v2. Naturally, no path exists between u and v. Otherwise, what will happen? Otherwise, there would be at least one edge whose one end vertex is in v1 and the other end vertex is in v2. Hence, if partition exists, then the graph G is disconnected. For the converse part, conversely, let G be a disconnected graph and let U belongs to the vertex set of G. Let V1 be the set of all the vertices joined by a path to U. V1 will not include all the vertices of G, as per our assumption G is disconnected. The vertices which does not belongs to V1, they form the set V2. Due to construction of V1 and V2, no vertex of V1 is joined to any vertex of V2. And hence, V1 and V2 together form a partition. Then, we prove that a graph is disconnected if and only if such two partitions does not exist. Before we proceed further, I will like to provide two definitions. Among two definitions, the first definition is distance in graph. Distance in graph is defined like this. If u and v are two vertices of a graph G, then the length of shortest path between u and v in G is called the distance between u and v in G, and it is denoted as d of u and v. Look at these two graphs. In first graph, the shortest path between the vertices u and v is of length 2, and that's why the distance between u and v is 2. While in the second graph, the shortest path between u and v is of length 1, and that's why the distance between two vertices u and v is 1. Now, one more definition, that is the concatenation. If W1 is a UV walk and W2 is a VW walk, like W1 is equal to U E1 up to EK and V, and W2 is equal to V F1 up to and so on Fy W. Then joining W1 and W2, the new walk W from U to W is a UW walk. This new walk is called concatenation of two walks. These two definitions we will use to prove a characterization of bipartite graphs. A characterization of bipartite graphs is like this. A non-empty graph G with at least two vertices is bipartite if and only if it has no odd cycle. Proof. Suppose that G is bipartite graph with vertex set V having bipartition V equal to V1 union V2. Let C is equal to V0, V1 and so on Vk, V0 be a cycle of G. Also assume that V0 belongs to V1. Then as G is bipartite, V1 belongs to V2 and consequently V2 belongs to V1, V3 belongs to V2, V4 belongs to V1 and so on. In general, the odd index vertices V2n minus 1 must belongs to V2, while the even index vertices V2n must be in V1. Now since V0 is in V1, we must have Vk on the other end of cycle must be in V2. Hence, k must be an odd number. And as we stated, the cycle C is even as k must be an odd number. As C was arbitrary cycle, we can say that G has no odd cycles. For the converse part, let G be a graph with at least two vertices which has no odd cycles. Without loss of generality, also assume that G is connected. For any U belongs to V, define a partition V1 and V2 of V as follows. V1 is the set of all the vertices whose distance from U is even, and V2 is equal to set of all vertices whose distance from U is odd. If possible, suppose that G is not bipartite. Then there are at least two vertices, say V and W, in either of the sets, such that there is an edge E joining them. If V and W belongs to V1, then DUW and DUV are even, and concatenation of UV and UW paths will be even, which give rise to an odd cycle together with E as shown in this figure. The edge E is shown with a red color. Similarly, if we consider V and W in the set V2, then UV and UW will be odd, and their concatenation will be even, because we know that sum of two odd numbers is even. And again, the concatenation of these two paths together with an edge E will give rise to an odd cycle, which is shown in this figure. Again, an edge E is shown as red color. Thus, in both the situation, G contains an odd cycle which contradicts the fact that G does not have any odd cycle. Therefore, V1 and V2 form a bipartition, and which is the requirement for the bipartite graph. Thus, we proved that G is bipartite. Thus, in today's lecture, we learned all the basic terminology and definitions needed for the beginners in graph theory. Graph theory is the subject of vital applications. Nowadays, due to the exponential growth of computer science, the importance of this subject is increasing day by day. So, for all the beginners, the today's lecture will serve as the prerequisites. I am very much thankful to all the students and the BISEC Studio and Government of Gujarat. Thank you, all of you.